The episode hasn't even aired yet, and episode 95 of Super is one of the most talked about episodes that we've had since the series started. We've been talking about this thing all week with various different, leaks from several different magazines and places on the internet. And now at long last, about a week from today, roughly, a little less than a week, we're going to get the episode. So on this video, as always, I'm going to go ahead and preview the episode. We have quite a bit to talk about. We got some light spoilers earlier. Actually, it was late last week, I think. We got some, and earlier this week. But now we actually have footage of the episode. So at the end of episode 94, we had Kitala and Sidra, they talked or whatever, and at the end of the episode, we saw the assassins come to Earth and confront Frieza and Goku. That was, of course, a setup to this episode, so I do think that this episode is going to be better. But there's a lot of things in this next episode preview that are quite interesting. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to go through, pause it when need be, and talk to you guys about what I see. Alright, first shot here, that's one of the assassins. Very creepy looking. He's almost like a ninja with one of those creepy Japanese like Chaozu masks. Kind of a demonic looking thing. The whole thing that was said last episode with Kitala was talking to Sidra was that they can hire these assassins and they're not going to squeal. So because Sidra's worried about the Omni King finding out what's going on. But the whole point is that you got to hire these guys who are going to be private assassins and not talk to anyone. But the question is, though, again, what's going to happen if the Omni King finds out? Does that automatically disqualify Universe 4 and 9? Or is more going to happen? There we have a great shot of Frieza. I love the animation here. I love just everything. Just the lines. Just absolutely beautiful. Hey, it's me, Goku. And like I've said before, guys, Super Episode 95 correlates with Dragon Ball Z Episode 95, which is the episode where Goku first became a Super Saiyan on Namek. Now we're going to have in Super Episode 95, Frieza teaming up with Goku. So who would have ever thought? You know what I mean? There's all these assassins. There's tons of them here. Goku says, assassins are after me and Frieza's life. How the heck did that go away? Okay, there it is. Assassins are after me and Frieza's life. Who on earth are you? And here we have Frieza in his golden form, flying around, looking scary with that aura. He looks great. I think he looks great when he powers up to golden like that. In some ways, that transformation from last week's episode, or from the last episode, 94, was... in some ways, it looked better than Resurrection F, and Resurrection F had a much better budget. So that's very interesting that that's what happened. Now here we have Frieza literally... doing the... I mean, we saw Beerus do this in Battle of Gods, where he just taps your forehead and kills you. I thought originally he was going for the eyes, but no. Frieza's tapping their forehead and killing them. Now, if you're an old school rap fan, if you go back and this is going to be a wacky reference, but if you are an old school hip hop head, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Remember the Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroads video? How the whole video was that Angel of Darkness going around and putting his finger on people's foreheads and they would die? This reminds me of that. Same thing with Beerus. And if you have not seen the Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroads video, you should see it. It was one of the early rap cinematic videos, ever. Great video. I can't believe I'm talking about Bone Thugs on a Dragon Ball preview video. What a trip. Frieza there with his sinister smile. I love the way he looks right here. Just his eyes, just total douchebag, you know what I mean? Assassins are after me and Frieza's lives. Now here we have, Baba and the Ghost freaking out because, they're fighting right in front of her palace. And here we have confirmation for sure that Goku's going to be fighting because Goku is throwing an elbow to this dude's jaw. So even though there's hundreds of guys that are coming after Frieza, Goku still chooses to get involved. That tells me that these guys might not be as weak as you think. I do think they're going to be fodder, but the fact that Goku's in there fighting means that Frieza may actually get outnumbered. Or maybe they attack Goku too and he's just defending himself. The thing is that in the original, or I'm sorry, in the Weekly Shonen Jump, in the TV Guide leaks, excuse me. In the TV Guide leaks, they talk about how Frieza is going to ruthlessly slaughter these guys. Like, he's not even going to goof around. Like, the whole idea of, how Goku and how the whole Z Fighter crew, when they were fighting Frieza's soldiers, the whole thing about how they weren't trying to kill them, they were just trying to knock them out. I don't think Frieza's doing that here. Frieza's going to kill these freaking guys without thinking twice about it. Plus, if the Tournament of Power does not allow killing, of course Frieza will have his get his jollies off here in this episode. Frieza then says, I don't care who they are, please join me in my warm-up exercise. So this is going to be an episode for the Frieza fans. Golden Frieza slaughtering dudes with ruthless aggression. And these guys are freaking out. I love that. That's him powering up and glowing red. Like, who knows what he's going to pull out with this one. Maybe we're going to see here in a second. Let me show it. You know, and that shot of Goku there you saw a minute ago was him probably telling Frieza, don't kill them, don't kill them. And then Frieza here says, I haven't bathed this body in blood for a while. One thing I will say about this is that's a tremendous freaking line. I love that line, but I will say that I don't expect this to be like a super violent, like, don't expect it to be a bloodbath like the old Dragon Ball Z. You know, we've talked about this before. Super, because of the time slot and because of the changes in Japanese economics and the government, is just not going to be as violent as Dragon Ball Z, as gory. I mean, you'll see people dying, but it's not going to be as bloody or as gory as Dragon Ball Z. But nonetheless, having Frieza here, who looks like he's performing a number of death beams with each finger, is what it looks like here. That's interesting to me, because he's blasting these dudes without thinking twice. And there you see it. Now, this purple key ball, we have to talk about this because this is going to be the big talking point. There's a purple key ball that went at Frieza. He moved out of the way and smiled. This, and I believe that the key ball may be from this gentleman right here, which is that big pig bear looking dude that got shot in the shoulder in the last episode. Now, some people are speculating that the purple blast that was just fired at Frieza, and that this is clever editing, is not from this guy, who I guess is the leader of the assassins. It's from Sidra. And there's people saying that Sidra himself is going to fight Frieza. What do you think about that? Leave a comment down below. In other words, what some fans are thinking that I've talked to earlier today was they were saying, you know, the assassins are going to fail, so Sidra's going to go and take care of Frieza by himself. But the thing is, what if, that doesn't really make sense to me, because Kitala told Sidra during their conversation, you know, we have to be covert. We can't let anybody know that we're behind this. So the idea is that Universe 9's assassins were hired in secret, not that they were, you know, something that's going to be revealed, even though it may still be revealed. I mean, we don't know yet, but it looks like they're trying to screw with us here and make us think that Sidra may actually fight Frieza. You know, and then Frieza, so allow me to enjoy it to its fullest, of course. And there's another purple blast, and Frieza right there, his face, he looks like he might be a bit concerned. And at this point, you know, as far as people who can take Frieza, you know, obviously I still think Goku and Vegeta could definitely take Frieza. The jury's out on 17 and Gohan. Maybe they can take Frieza in his golden form. I would say probably, but who knows? I mean, who really knows? Because remember, Gohan pushed Goku to using Kaioken, so maybe Gohan could take him too. I really don't know. But then the whole thing is, you know, what about a God of Destruction? Now, I don't know if Sidra's as strong as Beerus. I don't think he is. They kind of imply that he's, because he freaked out over Goku, they kind of imply that he's not that strong, but still, like, it could be something they're building. I don't think so. If you're going to put a gun to my head and say, what do you think? I don't think this is Sidra. I think it's that boar guy. Because right here you see Sidra powering up a blast, right? So this is what's gotten people to think that, uh-oh, he's getting involved. I don't think he's getting involved, though. I think Sidra may be Hakkaiing something else. Or maybe he's pissed off and he's shooting a blast at like a planet or something. He might be mad because the assassins failed. I don't really know, but, you know, one of the theories, if you believe in the spoilers that came out and the leaks that came out, you know, a week ago, is that Kitala is using Sidra and, you know, to kind of eventually, you know, manipulate Frieza into betraying not only Universe 7 but Universe 9 and joining up with Universe 4 by bad-mouthing Sidra. That's a theory. Again, just a theory. We don't know for sure. Now, this is another shot that has been talked about here. The episode titled, The Worst, the Most Evil, Frieza's Rampage. And right here we see somebody looking at Frieza with the crystal ball. Now, it could be one of the angels, it could be Baba. I don't think it's Baba, but it looks like it's possible that Frieza may be talking to this person. Could this be one of the guys talking to Frieza? Again, I don't really know, but I'm going to predict, my prediction, it's probably just somebody like from Universe 4 watching what's going on, or from Universe 9 not necessarily getting involved. But it does look like he's talking to him, right? And there's Frieza with his little giggle, looking scary as hell. So I love it. Frieza is going to get a lot of shine this episode, 95. 94 wasn't too much Frieza-centric. I mean, the last part of it was, but 95 will be. What do you think? Do you think that Frieza is going to communicate with the Gods of Destruction? One person was telling me earlier that Toei was hinting that there may be an alternate motive as to why the assassins came to attack Frieza. So I'm very curious to see where this goes. It's very, very curious. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Let me know your comments down below and leave a vote. I'm going to put a poll up. Do you think Sidra versus Frieza will happen? That's all I'm asking. That's it. Yes or no. Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear from the community. And if you vote, please comment and tell us why you think it's happening, as well as your thoughts on this episode 95 of Super. The Tournament of Power will be beginning shortly. A little bit more left to get out of the way. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you next time.